Bible tells us that he's numbered with the transgressors. So he's part of he was looked at. So Calvary was a place where sin was dealt with. It's also a place of mockery.
Oh, Calvary's the place of the skull.
Yeah.
They would say it is.
The
skull.
It actually looked like, I think, is it because it looked like a skull? You've been there. And so they sing, oh, he helped others, but to himself he can't save.
Yeah, but what's amazing is that if Jesus would have come down off that cross, he would have totally lost his mission. But he came to die on that cross.
You just made me remember. That's what they're trying to do to this day. Yep. Get rid of the middleman.
Yep.
This middleman we want to keep. We want to keep the man in the middle. But what interests us here is the two on the side and how they react. You were going to say something?
One had revelation as he was dying, and the other one was still in a place of such hardness and sin that he couldn't see.
Yeah.
He could not see what was going on right there.
That's right.
What upset the religious leaders so much that they have this man in the middle, all beaten up, bloodied, naked on a cross? What would upset the religious leaders so much? Unless he was a threat.
Oh, he was a big threat. He was a big threat. As a matter of fact, we can get into some things on why they even resisted the sign that went up. Yes. Because in Hebrew writing, the first letter of a line had kind of like a mystical meaning or a deeper meaning. So they would make, kind of like Old English, when you open up a book, the first letter is huge. Yes. And then, the first letter of Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews, that phrase was the same four letters that spelled the Yud, the Hey, the Vav, and the Hey, spelled Yehovah. And that's why they wanted it changed to say, just put on the sign, say that he said he was.
Say that he said he was.
But so that's they wanted it changed because of that. But that's another reason why they were railing at him. They oh, you're the Son of God. You're God. You think who you are? Come down. Save yourself.
Save yourself and us.
But see, here's the thing. This is what we cry out in our pain.
Save us.
Well, let's look at these two thieves that both are mocking the Lord. Both of them are mocking, and he turn. But something happens. This one man is very hardened. We see a picture here of one in pain that's on the cross, and that cross becomes really a cross of guilt, a cross of sin.
A cross of bitterness.
Well, because of the unrepentance, the bitterness comes in.
Yes.
You know, one time I was reading some sayings on bitterness, and somebody once said that bitterness is like a stone thrown into a wasp's nest. It's like throwing a rock into a wasp's nest. You're going to get hurt. It's going to only bring more pain. And that's the thing, that's the horrible thing about bitterness, because it breeds anger. And bitterness has a way of revealing us to others, but blinding us to ourselves.
Yeah. But you could see the confession on their tongues, where, God, save yourself. You saved others. Come on, save yourself. You say you're the Christ.
But look at the one thief that's saying, save us. He's crying out in what?
In anger. The one to save us.
The thief.
He was starting to get a revelation of who he is.
No, not the one that said, save, remember me, but the one that is crying out to the middleman, to Jesus, that says, you say you're the Christ, save yourself and us.
Yeah.
What is causing him? But his pain.
His pain, his anguish, his anger.
So then, how does that relate to us?
How does it relate to us?
We all have pain. We all have something that we're carrying. What I see here is somebody that's in a lot of pain, but not. They're turning around and in their pain saying, God, where are you? Why are you allowing this? Instead of softening the pain and the cross that's in their lives, and his cross in particular was his own fault.
Well, he committed the sin.
He committed a sin, and he's dying for it according to the laws of the land. But he's crying out, but he's not really repenting. He's crying out.
Well, that's what most people do. They cry out to
exactly.
God when they have a need,
The